Now, in this documentary, I'll be discussing about streaming services. Over the past decade, Netflix came and literally knocked off all the competition. We started in the 50s with only a couple of channels in my parents' day, and now when the 80s and 70s came, we had things like Sky. HBO came out in America and kind of changed the whole world of television and making content for niche audiences and still being profitable. Now, in this decade, the 2010s and 2020s, we have seen a vast majority of new streaming services being released. Disney Plus, Paramount Plus, HBO Max, BritBox, and there'll probably be even more in the future. We've got free streaming services now, which kind of runs via advertisement, and I could see a lot more of that happening in the future. But just thinking about where we came from, the days of VHS and DVD player, and now look, we have so much content. We have the normal channels, ITV, BBC for American, CBS, ABC, then you got cable, you got extra channels, UK you got Sky One, in America you've got HBO, FX, AMC, and wow, it's just thousands of channels, loads of streaming services, and it's just incredible that we live in a world where we can get anything we want on a click of a remote, click of our touchscreen devices, laptops, smart televisions. It's incredible. And in this documentary, I'll be reviewing around 4 streaming services: Disney Plus, HBO Max, Netflix, and Paramount Plus. Well, starting with Disney Plus launching in November of 2019, obliterated expectations, over 10 million subscribers in one day. Now, as you can see, Disney Plus has been out since 1937, so it has a lot of content, especially with their purchases of ABC in 1996 and 20th Century Fox in 2018, has made this service a huge amount of titles. You literally could not be bored on Disney Plus. The iconic movies they've had throughout the years, especially with their purchase of Pixar in 2006, with Toy Story, Incredibles, and the high quality animation that Pixar puts in their films is extraordinary and will literally increase Disney Plus' subscribers even more throughout the years. And it's just lovely to see these categorizing different studios to make it really easier for people who are Pixar fans, Marvel fans, Star Wars fans, and National Geographic fans who love to watch documentaries. It's all nicely neated. Marvel's categories Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3 and 4, and timeline order is literally great for Marvel fans who want to watch this in order. And also 20th Century Fox Marvel content before the MCU is really nice to see. And the classic old 90s Marvel cartoons like my mum used to watch in the day is also on here, and it's really great to see. And then newest latest Marvel animated shows that aired on Disney XD is also on Disney Plus. And then we've got Star Wars with Mandalorian, The Last Jedi, Empire Strikes Back, and the cartoons are all on here too. So Star Wars fans are not going to be bored with this streaming service at all. And National Geographic. I don't watch much documentaries, so I think this would appeal to a more of a mature adult audience, especially the parents would probably like this pill a lot. But I can't say more about myself though. And Star is amazing. Star literally has all the adult-oriented content from Family Guy to Futurama to Scandal to Empire. It's all on here. It has content from ABC and 20th Century Fox, and this will be even increased throughout the months and years. Now, overall, Disney Plus has a nice sleek design. It does remind me of Apple TV a little bit with the kind of landscape poster titles, but I'm really loving it. And the 4K content you don't have to pay extra for, which Netflix requires you to. And that's also an advantage of Disney Plus, which I would say is quite important. And its cheapest prices, £7.99, is extraordinary. But I'm probably sure it'll be raised up in the future to at least £10 to £12 to, increase revenue sales, of course, and streaming subscribers. Now HBO Max. HBO was very revolutionary at its time in the 1970s with the creation of cable networks. Now HBO has their own streaming service, and I've got to say, it's simply amazing to see Warner Brothers collaborating all their content with their movie studio and different studios that they own, such as DC, Time Warner, Turner Classic Movies, Adult Swim, Looney Tunes, using all the advantages that they can to create such a huge service. They have such big television shows such as Friends, The Big Bang Theory, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, all on this service. And I think it's tremendous to see a lot of content coming throughout the years. I'm sure there'll be a lot of more CW shows such as Arrow, The Flash, and Smallville that would be launched on here too. And it's amazing to see them using so much content that they own already, and preferably be more content in the future. And it is one of the most expensive services on the market, with over $15 a month is quite a lot, even more than Netflix. And as we've heard this year, that all their movies will be releasing on HBO Max alongside the theatres. So that was such a big news, and the theatres were probably getting a bit worried about that. But I think this is due to COVID, the financial takes that Warner Brothers had to do, and I think it is paying off quite a bit with their subscribers increasing as months goes by, as new film releases are being put on HBO Max. Now, Netflix came out in 2007, but it didn't get much popular until probably around the 2010s. Netflix has such a wide range of content for everyone, and I mean everyone. If you look at their categories, they appeal to so many different markets: British, American, black stories, internationals. Bollywood films are on Netflix as well, and I think that's what makes Netflix really important. It has content for everyone, and that's really important to appeal to all sorts of markets. And that's where Netflix's advantages strive the most. They have stand-up, comedians, anime, things you wouldn't necessarily see on Disney Plus or Amazon Prime, for instance. And Netflix has over 200 million subscribers and is the number one streaming service in the world. And I hope will continue to grow. But with other streaming services being made, maybe Netflix subscribers might start to decrease. Their prices are simply increasing a lot. I think one of their tiers is around £15.99 a month in America, and around £13.99 in England for 4 screens. So Netflix definitely might see their downfall soon, but it's too soon to say. Now, Paramount Plus, a quite recent new streaming service that launched in March 2021, is a little bit different compared to others. This was created by Viacom. Viacom owns many different networks such as CBS, BET, Comedy Central, MTV, and Nickelodeon. Whilst you may be wondering to yourself, why is there sports on here? Well, this is different. This has live television built in, and you can watch stuff from CBS Live, CBS Sports, and Entertainment Live too, as well as movies such as SpongeBob, The Godfather, Indiana Jones, and many more. And also, if you're a Star Trek fan, you definitely be subscribing to Paramount Plus, because this is heaven for all Star Trek fans, with all the movies and television shows all here in one place. And originals. Paramount Plus will also be tackling originals just like Netflix and Disney Plus does, and be competing in the originals market for much more subscribers. And comedies, it's got such old 1960s, 50s, 80s comedy and sitcoms through all decades. New shows like Bob Hart's Abishola and I Love Lucy, classic Everybody Hates Chris, will be on here with alongside NCIS, Blue Buds, and Hawaii 5-0. So this is great a service for mature adults, and for the kids, you've got Nickelodeon and Nickelodeon Junior shows. There's just nothing to miss out here. Thank you for watching Streaming Wars. Next week, we'll be finding out everything you want to know about NBC's Peacock streaming service, alongside with BritBox, and we'll be discussing why Quibi, the streaming service created by Jeffrey Katzenberg, didn't get off at a good start. He had many companies involved in this big streaming service, big film companies, and it didn't get off at a good start at all. It completely failed. But why was that? Were people just not interested in paying £5.99 to watch mini videos and television shows on your phone while people are going out? Or was it the pandemic?